In the previous video, we started to look at how we can use the GitHub Bash terminal in place of the GitHub client to allow us to actually have a lot more granular control over exactly what's happening. In this video, we're going to look at using the Bash terminal to actually use branches. So let's jump right in. To create a branch, we just need to type git branch and then the name of the branch that we want to create. So in this case, we're going to create a license branch, which we're going to use to actually add a license to our project. So if you type git branch, we can see a list of all of the current branches, and we can see that we have license and master, and we're in the master branch. To switch into the license branch, we need to type git checkout and then the name of the new branch, which is going to be license. If we hit enter, we can see that we've got this message which says that we've switched to the branch license. And if we hit git branch again, we can see that we've switched across to the license branch. To create our new license file, we can simply type touch test/license.md, which will create our file for us. And if we save that file, we can go ahead and add all of the files again into our staging area. To do that, we just need to type git add. This time we need to add -a so that we can specify all files. And if we type git status, we'll see that we have uncommitted changes. Because in the process of cloning the repository, we've created a new folder called test, which wasn't there originally. We're going to actually need to go ahead and restage these files so that we can actually add them in properly. We will go into this in a lot more detail later on, but for now we're just going to follow the instructions provided, which is git reset head and then the names of the files. So we're going to restage the readme.md, and then we're going to need to re-add all of the files. So we're just going to type git add and then an asterisk. So if we refresh our git status command, we can see that we have this new file still, which we're also going to need to reset. So now we can see that we have no more files which need to be reset. And so we can go ahead and add in the test folder. This time if we type git status, we'll see that we have our new files ready to be committed, as well as the original readme file which will be deleted. So let's go ahead and commit our files. As we discussed in our last video, that's simply done by typing git commit -m and then the changes in quotation marks. And as we can see, that's fine. Again, if we type git status now, we'll just see that we have this deleted folder. So the next thing we're going to do is to merge this new file into our master branch. So to do that, we need to actually switch back across to our master branch. That should be checkout. If we type git branch, we will be able to see that we are in the master branch again. And so all we need to do is actually go ahead and merge the license branch into this master branch. And so all we need to do is to type git merge license. And as you can see, all of the files are being correctly inserted, as we would hope. As we talked about when we were talking about branches in the initial video when we were using the Git Windows client, it's good practice to delete old branches once we're done with them. And so to do that, we just need to type git branch -d and then the name of the branch that we want to delete, which was license. So now that we've updated our branch, we can go ahead and push this up to our origin, or in other words, the GitHub service. So to do that, as we did in the previous video, we just type git push origin master, which is going to connect to the remote server and push all of the files up. If we come back across to the remote server, we can refresh the page, and we'll see that our new folder has been added, which has our readme file and our license.md file. It hasn't actually deleted the old readme file, and that's because we didn't actually commit the change which deleted that. The only changes that we did commit were when we were adding the license files. So in this video we've covered the basics about creating branches, using them, making changes to them, including commits, and we've also included how to actually delete branches once we're done with them, after we've merged them into our master branch. One issue that we did touch on very quickly was about rebasing the head, and that's going to be the subject of our next video. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.